Overall thoughts, Coach?
You know, again, you got to always look at the film because you're trying to find, you know, individual performances. But I thought it's pretty much kind of the same old stuff. You know, a few missed assignments here or there. We bust an assignment, they make a good play. They bust an assignment, we make a good play. Look pretty sloppy. I haven't seen a lot of progress as a unit, and I guess that'd be expected because we got guys in and out of the lineup and all that stuff. But as individuals, it looked like we're pretty soft in there with the young linemen. Didn't see a lot of physical play in there. Still a couple of really, really bad mistakes out back. You know, things that have got to, at some point in time, have got to turn around. And you know, we don't play tomorrow, but it looks like to me there's just the same things occurring too often. So hopefully the light will come on and some of them will get a little bit better. We'll see. Yeah, I didn't see much. And then we're not a very physical football team. To be honest with you, we're not very physical.
Coach Spurrier said that he thought the offense got the better of the defense early. The defense kind of came back, got the better of the offense. Is that how you saw it?
I don't pay much attention to that. We don't have all our good players out there. If you put Alshon and Marcus out there and some of our better ones out there, they might have some kind of judgment. I really don't have a clue. What I see is some players that have never played before not making a lot of progress. And again, there was some young defensive linemen I didn't think made much of a step. We're still making the same mistakes out back. And I don't think, you know, I don't have a lot of young linebackers, but I don't think the guys that have got chances right now to fight for time to play and all that, it really made that much strides. So it's more of an individual thing to me. The little thing we do at the end is try to have some fun and have a little competition. And we might have won it today, but I don't think it means anything about having a great scrimmage. We just, a few kids made a few plays there at the end. But again, it's more about individuals. And when you go in there and look at that film and you see the same things happening over and over, then you start to get concerned.
Is that because of just lack of experience or maybe lack of talent in some areas, maybe overestimation?
You know, I don't want to go too far on them. I think we've stepped up a notch on talent. You know, there's physical talent, there's mental talent, and there's character talent, there's all kind of talent. The thing that I have not seen in this football team right now is the ability to do things consistently over and over and over. It's like I said, when we make a mistake, bust a coverage, offense makes a big play. When they must have block an assignment or make a bad throw, we make a play. I don't see a lot of guys all playing really excellent assignment football, technique football, and then somebody whips each other. And when you get to that point, you know, then you feel like you're making progress. But it's just too many mistakes, and, you know, lack of focus and improvement. And some of it's experience, no question about it. And I keep talking about the young players trying to make progress, and so it obviously is about youth. But at some point in time, you know, improvement has got to start coming along. And I may find some things on that that I didn't see. You know, hopefully we'll see some things that some guys are doing really well.
With Go Lightly and Maddox back there, any thoughts of changes if they don't continue to improve?
We're going to mix them around. You know, DJ, I don't think DJ played that well today. He had too many mistakes. But DJ's fine back there, but we got to find somebody else who can line up beside him. And we got to find two more that can play behind them. And I don't want to be in the situation we were last year where some games we didn't have two guys to go the whole game. Fatigue starts to cause a lot of those mental assignments. All of them have done some really good things, but none of them are at the point right now that they can legitimately start for us. And, you know, Marte could move over to the other side, whatever we have to do to find that too deep formula. But there'll be some things I think that'll be better than I thought they were, but when you see the same mistakes repeated, it starts to get frustrating. So that's youth, that's immaturity, that's got to get better.
Are you missing some of the leadership qualities that Cliff and Lottie maybe had for this team last year?
I don't know. You know, I think our leaders are Paul, Devin, DJ's kind of trying to step into that role. So a lot of times those guys aren't even out here practicing. Kind of hard to identify them. You know, I don't know who I would identify right now as our leaders up beyond those guys. If you take Paul Shack off the field, Devin off the field, Travian off the field, you don't have any leaders out there right now. But again, it ain't about playing a game. This is about trying to develop some players. So, you know, what I'm disappointed in is they're not consistently improving.
Is Travian going to do anything for you the next week?
No.
Is he
I mean, he's practicing a little bit, but he did something the other day. I think he strained his what do you call it, extensor or something, a little bit. So he didn't do as much the last few days as he has been doing. But Brad's been working a little bit in the inside drill and a couple of things in practice, but he's not going to scrimmage in there.
Was Aldrich playing outside at end a little bit today?
He had to do a little bit of both. You know, Coach didn't want us to work Melvin very much, and we had to put one of the long snappers. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. All this about who got the best of what and who played well as a team. We got a long snapper at that defensive end. One time we got Corey Robinson at defensive end. It's hard to evaluate them, and it's hard to evaluate the guys got to play behind them. So what you look for is who's doing what they're supposed to do, who's getting better fundamentally, who's doing better assignment-wise. And that word, coach, I mean, if I hear one word constantly coming out of coach's mouth, it's assignment. And it's true. I mean, we just don't have guys who are consistently taking care of their assignment. It's either mental or they don't have the technique, the fundamentals to play it properly. And that's where we've got to improve individually and as a unit to be a good football team.